Adam here, and we're doing these classic readings. And today I've got a book that's very special to me. It's actually a book, the very first book that I used to read to my son as a goodnight story. This book was actually given to me by my sister and her oldest daughter and her husband. And you can see it's well loved. It's been through all three of my kids. But this is kind of the go-to book that we would read at bedtime. And this is a classic. Everybody knows this one. So why don't we go ahead and just dive right into this book, classic bedtime story, and I'm ready to go. I can't wait. All right, so Goodnight Moon. In the great green room, there was a telephone, a red balloon, and a picture of... See, there's the telephone in the red balloon, and there's a picture of something right there. The cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. And 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens. And a little toy house and a young mouse hiding right up there in the corner. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush. The brush is made out to Bunny. And a quiet old lady who is whispering hush. Goodnight, room. Goodnight, moon. Goodnight, cow jumping over the moon. Goodnight, light and red balloon. Goodnight, bears. Goodnight, chairs. Goodnight, kittens and goodnight, mittens. Goodnight, clocks and goodnight, socks. Good night, little house. Good night, mouse. Look at him, just all there, ready for bed. Good night, comb. Good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Goodnight noises everywhere. Goodnight Moon. Like I said, this is a classic bedtime story. I was really happy to share this with you. And like I said, this is well loved. My kids really enjoyed this bedtime story, and I hope that your kids enjoy it as much as mine did. And hopefully we continue to be able to keep sharing these great stories with you and kind of spread some cheer through these times.